Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska, and I am here with Lotus Prince.
Hello.
So, we've got a bit of a special thing today. I know it's been a while since I've done an offline video, but like, some developments have happened in this cesspool that is Twitter. As you probably may have heard, RWBY's Volume 10 for RWBY has been greenlit.
Yeah, that is wild. I actually followed Ruby quite a bit, but Volume 9 got to a point where I think it was put behind a subscription where you used to be able to catch it on Rooster Teeth, and there was no sign of a Volume 10 for years. So I was like, I don't know, but now that Volume 10 is confirmed, I think I'm back, baby.
Oh yeah, and Volume 10 is worth watching because it's a little weird at first, but one thing that makes it all worth it is the big bomb they drop near the end of the season. I am not going into. Hold on. No, we're good. I thought maybe my microphone wasn't working, but yeah, I won't.
Okay.
I won't spoil it in case you for when you get to it, but it's payoff to a lot of build up.
Well, sounds good.
And yeah, to start it off, I am going to slot in. I am going to slot this in after we either finish the Ghost in the Shell games I plan to play, because we're also doing that to celebrate the new series, and or when we're done with the next game on Saturday, depending on how long that takes. It's because there are some RWBY fan games, and this is one of them with a demo that just came out some time ago. RWBY Requiem. So apparently, this game is based off Genshin Impact. If you know that game.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I haven't played it, but yes.
Yeah, like apparently it's that style, and this is like a vertical slice of the combat. Oh wow.
I'm just right into it.
And my controller works.
So, do you switch characters on the fly? I see there are numbers beside each character. Oh, well, maybe you can't do things now because you're in the tutorial.
Yeah. Jump and move. Oh, wow. RWBY actually gets a double jump.
Yeah, it's like a diegetic double jump as well.
Just trying to see what translates as shift. Ah, there we are. That's...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could use a controller, not a keyboard.
Yeah. And that's a really cool rendition of her semblance.
The R key. Like the bumper or the trigger.
I'm pressing them, nothing's happening. That's a zany camera. Maybe I should do these controls first. charge attack, hold attack.
Makes sense.
Ah, there we are. Space in the air to double jump. I love that Ruby's using her scythe to gain the air.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate that it's one of the rare instances of a diegetic double jump.
Yeah.
It's usually people just kick off of nothing, and you don't know how they do it.
I think I did a charge attack there, going in midair there.
Charge in midair isn't bad. Yeah, I saw you do the side do a little blow when you were up there.
Not sure what they went for me after. Ah, there we are.
Okay.
Shift in midair to the send attack.
Oh, nice.
Ah! All right, shift in midair to I guess I wasn't trying to get him down.
Yeah.
But it's glowing like I should, right?
Off the other side.
I need to do something about this. Because the music is rather loud.
Yeah, fair.
Let's try about 50. That sounds much better.
That does sound better, yeah.
Huh. It wants me to do something here, but I'm not sure what.
I'm assuming just go off the other side, because it's telling you how to double jump to get on it and descend to get off of it. I'm assuming you just, like, go over this thing and move on with the room.
air attack in there.
Yeah, go through these icicles. Yep.
Excuse me, there's stalagmites and stalactites?
Yeah, they're blue is fine. Hey, fun fact for the viewers. Do you know the differences? Like, do you know which ones are stalactites and which ones are stalagmites?
I keep forgetting on it. I think stalagmites are the ones that grow up from the ground, and stalactites down.
Yes. Yeah, the way to remember is stalactites, C for ceiling, stalagmites, G for ground.
Okay, now we get to switch characters. Alright, we got Weiss here.
Nice.
It's weird that she doesn't have her ponytail.
Check out how she does a double jump. She's not gonna shoot. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, she uses her glyphs to stand in the air. Neat.
Yeah, makes an air platform. That's nice.
Blake, for some reason, sporting her volume 1 to 3 outfit. Oh, John's also here.
Doesn't appear to be a quick set though, unless you could change him to be one of the 4.
Yeah, probably. Or he is like there in the or he's there in the stats in the status screen, but not in the game yet. At least not in this portion. I think I need to be wise for this. Aim mode. R to aim mode. While aiming, shoot. Oh, wants me to shoot that, of course. Never mind the fact it's ice and it shouldn't be able to detonate dynamite. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Ah, we got a Geist here.
Okay.
Active ability. Active abilities apply elements, combined element, and deal extra damage. I should probably switch to Yang because this is her job. You okay there, buddy?
Get wrecked.
Yeah, really. I heard I heard apparently that this game is still having performance issues, but I didn't think it was still a thing right now. Oh, there we are.
in the tutorial, but all right, we got there. There we go.
Oh, we got waves now.
Yeah, fair.
Don't know what that was. Maybe I need to press V again? Yeah, there we are. Oh, what? I clicked out of the game. It's apparently not locking my mouse into the game screen.
Gotcha.
Really weird to me that they're walking.
Yeah, just casually taking a little stroll.
There's no collision on it. I mean, to be fair, this is more like a proof of concept demo, so...
Yeah. Cool looking statue, though.
Yeah, and I think this is the statue that you see in the show.
Okay.
I just think that, maybe that statue is a little bigger. I need to rewatch the show to make sure.
I do like that the flags hanging off the poles are see-through.
Yeah, because it was definitely like that in the show. I think presumably because that's a workaround with the because Monty was doing it on was doing the show on his own PC originally. That's why, in Volume 1, you had so many characters that were just these black silhouettes.
Yeah, the really early seasons.
Yeah.
It was like a low budget or low programming thing workaround for like the excuse was like a stylistic choice. They just never did that again.
Yeah. Because they didn't need to from Volume 2 afterwards. Yeah, this is the stage. This is the stage where Osmond gave his lecture in the beginning of the show.
forgot about that. There's a room just in here. That's probably not good.
I keep getting these health potions, but, like, the game hasn't really taught me how to use them. Oh, hold on.
Goodbye.
Oh, the knight! I mean, it's not the knight, but cool that's
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty cool. An environmental hazard, but in your favor.
take
I like
this
that they
thing
got the little
down.
runes on his blade.
That's cool. You do the effect. You actually do her semblance. I clicked out.
Bring 'em on.
I love Yang.
She's a lot of fun.
I wanted to see if it would actually tell me how to use items.
I wonder if you can at this early stage.
Alright, dashes. She actually uses her gauntlet to propel herself forward. It doesn't look like it's used as soon as I pick it up, so...
Yeah. But, like, I mean, I just wonder if they programmed in the ability to use items yet. because it just says health potion X. Like, it doesn't say health potion times an actual number.
Oh, and bring up the menu doesn't actually pause the game.
That's strange for a game like this. There are some games where I know that makes sense, but a single player experience where you're just fighting waves feels a little weird to me.
Okay, now I can check. There you are, Ichio. ENF cast active ability. Q cast cast semblance ability, needs aura filled. V interact with items. Charged attack, dash and run, jump, character abilities and attacks. Maybe I can only use the items in that in this screen, in the C screen.
That'd be something, but considering how you pick up health potions like candy, it seems weird that it wouldn't be just a hotkey.
Yeah, true.
I mean, maybe it is just menu. This does appear to be an early build. Oh, look at that, they got lore and ipsum to describe the characters. Wow.
Wow.
You couldn't just say RWBY, the leader of the team. Like, come on.
Yeah, to be fair, this is like an early stage build.
Yeah, but I mean, that's early. And then they released the lorem ipsum. Like, you don't have to write much to tell me who these characters are. It's been like 20 years. You can figure out how to describe the characters in one sentence.
RWBY's the only one with equipment and the pixel art for the equipment.
That's fair enough. I just can't get over the lorem ipsum. Like, lorem ipsum is what you, like, accidentally release. Like, you forgot to update that part of your website. You don't put it in a demo.
Yeah, perhaps it's considering, like, if you're going to actually bother to download this game, you actually know who these characters are. But still, it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, even...
I'm just imagining somebody, who's RWBY?
Yeah, like, even then, Arrowfell, which is definitely made for fans of the show, tells you who the characters are. I'll go through one more wave, but I think this is just like you fight Grim over and over again. Like, this seems promising so far. I just kind of prefer if the movement was like a run more than a strut.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like it should be the regular speed to me.
Yeah, I appreciate having a walk and run. It's kind of a cool thing to do, but your walk speed is, like, unplayable unless you just want to vibe in front of some cool piece of scenery. Like, you're never going to get anywhere just walking in this game.
Yeah. Especially if it's going to be like Genshin Impact, where, like, exploring the world is going to be a large part of what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all this demo has to offer right now. If there are any updates, we'll check it out again.
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate, like, I really do appreciate not only the fact that your double jump is diegetic, but that the characters have their own justifications for how it works. Ruby fires a bullet and the momentum carries her up.
Yeah,
Vice does that like sword uppercut thing and lands on a platform. Like that's clever. Considering the lore Ipsum has built in
yeah,
this game,
yeah.
they
We haven't
they
seen
kind of
what
went all
Blake
out with
and
those animations.
we haven't seen what Blake and Yang do though.
I bet you Yang like punches downward. I don't know about Blake.
Looks like Blake doesn't necessarily do a double jump, but she does a dive towards a direction.
That's fair enough.
Though with her, I feel like what she would do is use one of her shadow clones to give her the extra air.
Actually, I'm wondering. It's been a while. Doesn't she shoot some sort of like whip or wire out of her weapons?
And the gamble shroud. That's like what she does to give her reach.
Yeah, like it could be some sort of like grapple thing, maybe. I don't know if we're going that far in this game.
Yeah, maybe in certain areas that would work. And yeah, Yang uses her gauntlets to propel herself into an extra jump. Like, there is a bit of jank to this, but again, this is an early build. I can't be too harsh on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically just like a tech demo.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, this looks like it'll be an interesting game when it comes out. And the dev of this game has stated that this is a free to play. This is a free to play fan game. That if you're charged for this at any point, you're being ripped off. This is on itch.io, so no, you can donate to the dev. But other than that, you're not required to pay for the game.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that was actually shorter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I didn't know how far you were gonna go, like level 1 or something, but it looks like it really is just like waves exist, but otherwise you get to play around with movement a little bit.
Yeah, we'll probably see more advancements with when it comes to movement and especially the animations in future. But this does look really promising to start with, especially with the accuracy in which the dev have actually recreated Beacon.
Yeah.
Like I say, some aspects are smaller than they should be, but otherwise, that's probably like a space thing more or less. And there is a little bit of jank with like how the models look, but again, I'm not going to be too harsh on that. That's probably just like they're probably just going to be like fleshed out to later versions of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is rather promising. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to to see more of this game as it develops.
Yeah, that would be interesting. There aren't too terribly many RWBY games, so it's interesting to see what anyone is working on.
Yeah, I am. I am actually planning to play another one I found on on Twitch. It's called RWBY Huntress of Vale, which takes a more like PS1 pixelated style.
Oh, that's cool. Like low poly?
Yeah, like low-ish poly, like not low enough that it looks
Yeah,
precisely
not Resident
PS1.
Evil 1 low.
Yeah, not like Resident Evil 1 low, or even like Metal Gear Solid 1 low.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid is a gorgeous game, but when they do the close-ups of people talking, they just have like square faces.
Yeah. And like if it's whatever your feelings on Ruby, you have to admit one thing when and the it is absolutely gorgeous with what they managed to do in each season.
Oh yeah. I mean, the original trailers for Ruby were nothing but like sweet fighting tech demos. Well, not all of them. Blake had more plot, but Ruby was just like, person, you don't know who it is, just swinging that scythe around, and it just looked awesome.
Yeah, with the trailers, it was like Ruby Volume One of Ruby. Not Volume One, and with Ruby, it was just like her fighting what is argued to be young, very young Beowulf. Some, and though I argue those are early version Beowulfs with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with Weiss, they had her fighting in the knights, and that's more like story based, but it explains how she got her scar,
Mm-hmm.
and Blake and Yang were the more story heavy ones,
Yes.
which I am kind of glad for. Especially when it comes to their respective characters and how they relate to each other.
Yeah. I do like the camaraderie you see built up over the course of seasons, like various season after season.
Yeah, and there's also Veil of Darkness, which I still have yet to play, which was made in RPG Maker. And
Oh, no way.
from what I got from the synopsis is you actually create your own character and you go through uh, you go through. I forget if it's volumes 1 and 2 or volumes 1 through 3, but you go through those volumes as your own character, fighting alongside the other students of Beacon.
Yeah, I mean, I respect that. It's a giant university, and you do get to know some of the other students there, but it's a huge place. Like, anybody could be around.
Yeah, that is true. Like we even got to meet a lot of characters early on that had some sort of relevance. Like even if you exclude Team Juniper from the mix.
Mm-hmm. Like, it does, you don't have to be like one of the named people. It makes me think of like Star Wars or something. You could be anybody. You don't have to be one of the five named characters.
Yeah, and I do kind of like that. I do really like that setup. It especially works well with the fact that it's like Ruby takes huge inspiration from fighting games and and like especially with like Soul Calibur. Many fighting games had their own create your own fighter mode because it would make
Yes.
sense for other people to be there.
Yeah, you could appropriate main characters' moves, or sometimes they have custom, like generic weapon class move that you don't quite see from the main cast, which is always fun.
Yeah, like they did that with Soul Calibur 3, which is like I think still considered like the peak of the series. Is
Yeah, two and three. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had that because Soul Calibur 3 had its own its own like separate story mode where you play as the main
Yes.
character, and it has like this RTS thing going on, but you could still do the
Yeah, the actual fighting. That was one of my favorite parts of the game. I love story mode. Like, I know that's not what fighting games are made for, but I really enjoyed that.
yeah. I dig story modes in fighting games. I'm sorry, I think story modes in fighting games are underappreciated because I do
Yeah,
want
like this is. Mhm, go ahead.
I like know that's not where the main scene is for fighting games, but like
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, like I'm not into just like doing the multiplayer stuff. Like I know that's how you grow and grow over time with the season passes and everything and the tourney play, but I tend to play just single player. So I like having a reason for my character to care rather than I play arcade mode and that's it. Like I spent $50 on this.
Yeah, like yeah, and uh, like I love getting to know the characters. Like one of my biggest problems with early fighting games was like you would barely get anything about the characters. You just like have to assume.
Yeah, you have the instruction manual, and then you play like Street Fighter 2, and the only thing you get is the ending screen or screens. And you're like, oh, that's what my character was doing.
Yeah, really. And even then, you don't get a lot from that.
Yeah, not usually. Like Zangief saves Gorbachev and like has like a little dance with him. It's like, was what? That's what you were fighting like 8 guys for?
But yeah, I really love that. I really love that particular mode, though. I felt like it wasn't. It's like it wasn't particularly on taking place on Earth, but it's in like this fantasy world, which, to be fair, does still kind of fit in with Soul Calibur.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like the only place that comes close to being the real world is like Heihachi from Tekken. That's like sort of the real world, but Link and Spawn, whatever.
And then it's like you got all these people from all over the world that feel like they're from way different timelines in the end. Like
Yeah, it kind of reminds me.
it
Go
may
ahead.
as well be World Warriors with no, not World Warriors. It's like what was that fighting game?
World Heroes.
Yeah, World
World
Heroes.
Heroes.
That's it.
Yeah, that Neo Geo game.
Yeah, the one where Rasputin is meta, and one of his super is you he pulls you into a bush and does unspeakable things to you.
Now, one thing I kind of liked was it might have been Samurai Showdown, I want to say 6, where you are reminded by how weird the real life timeline is. Because you have all these samurai style characters with their crazy weapons, but then you have, I think it might have been Thomas Jefferson, and he just has like a rifle.
Oh my god. Yeah, and the new Sam show just has this knight running around as one of the DLC characters, and there's also like this rabbit girl from a gotcha game.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up who the character was. Somebody mentions Draco had a rifle. Oh, maybe it was Andrew. They say Andrew who fights with a musket. Maybe that's what it was.
And then I forget the other guy, the guy that in the Soul Calibur series, he was like introduced in the
Oh,
PSP
Andrew
game.
Jackson. That's what it was. He's modeled after Andrew Jackson, so it wasn't
Ah,
Jefferson.
uh, there was also that one guy that was introduced in Broken Destiny, I think it was called, the PSP game, him in Soul Calibur. He was like this dude he was like this dude in a in a top hat and a
Oh,
and one
with
of
the hidden
those
blade.
yeah striped vests and he used the hidden blade and his super is he actually scams you into losing.
Yeah, you toss him a coin, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah. He came back because I never played the PSP game, but he came back in I want to say 5, and when you do his super instant kill move, he walks up to your character and says, "My daughter," and then you just see like text bubbles and like thought bubbles, and your character's like, "Oh no, that sounds terrible."
Yeah,
You just
he
toss
does
him a
that.
coin.
Yeah, he does that in the PSP game too.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, Dampierre. I love his intro animation where he walks onto stage and he's like, "Hi, everybody," and then one of his hidden blades comes out and he's just like, "Whoops, I didn't mean to do that."
Yeah, I heard someone say one time and that they love the guy. Personally, I didn't, but that's a
I
personal.
love the guy, but I don't like playing as him. I find him
Mm.
awkward to play as, but I love the concept.
Yeah, And they thought he felt right at home with the series. I kind of would argue against that, but it's like Soul Calibur timeline is really screwy anyway, so doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
And then they
the
make
other characters tend to be more serious, but I can buy that guy existing.
mm. And then they like said something like I buy him over people like believing in the Greek gods and whatever year this is, and like they probably never played the original Soul Edge or Soul Blade if you were playing on the console version in Europe, because the Greek gods were real.
Yeah. And even in Soul Calibur 3, one of the fights you can have is like that statue of Zeus at the temple. It just like fights you.
All right, I remember that. But like Sophitia gets her powers from Hephaestus himself. That's
Yeah,
where
just
she
like
got the
directly.
sword and shield from.
Yep.
I played Soul
Plus, I don't know
Calibur.
how much realism you're going for in Soul Calibur in general. It's just
Yeah,
like
really.
the fighting moves are cool, but like, come on. Like the whole thing is about pieces. It's like the Shikon jewel shard. It's like it's about just pieces of this magical super sword that corrupts you. Like, how realistic are we talking here?
Yeah, and that super sword was like something everyone was after in the first game.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but I think we are basically stringing along as much as we can right now. So like, um, all right, thank you guys for watching, and I know we didn't talk much because I got concentrating, and I got to concentrating, and the rest of the game was kind of loud.
Yeah.
But it was good to have you. It was good to have you here, Loaded.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And maybe if we get a significant update to this game, we can try it again.
Sure.
And cause I am interested in seeing where this game goes at this point. So, uh, how about a shameless plug, Lotus? Where can people find you?
A shameless plug, you say? Well, I'm on YouTube. My channel is easy enough to look up. It's just called Lotus Prince, and I've been doing Let's Plays and since 2010 and streams for I don't know what, 7 or 8 years at this point. It's been kind of a while. So at the time of this recording, I have recently finished uploading a 100% playthrough, including New Game Plus content for Eternal Sonata for PS3, and the next Let's Play is going to be a PS1 game that, as I said at the end of Eternal Sonata, I don't know if you'll believe me even if I tell you what it is.
Oh, I'm interested in finding out what that is, because like there are so many PS1 games I actually haven't played.
This is one that I'm very happy to have been able to get my hands on because my biggest hint is that it was not released in my country.
Ah, that'd be interesting. I know it's not the one I'm playing on Sunday, and then Ghost in the Shell for PS1, because that
Yeah,
actually
no, we did
wasn't
get that.
released.
Yeah, that game's kind of expensive in America, but we did get it.
Yeah, I was lucky to get it. It's like sometime after it was out. But that was like my intro. That was like my entry into the Ghost of the Shell series, and that's actually wild when you consider that it's definitely not made as an entry point in the Ghost of the Shell series.
Yeah, no kidding. See, I didn't even know it existed at the time because I had an N64 and not a PS1. I didn't get a PlayStation until the 2, and I didn't get the 2 until after the 3 had been out for a couple of years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Consoles are
So yeah,
expensive,
like
man.
I was sweeping the game stores for PS2 games, but PS1 games just weren't really for sale in main outlets anymore.
Mm. So yeah, we'll end it right there. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.